Hi everyone, Martin here from martinsmayhem.blogspot.com. I hope you're well. So today's card is going to be showcasing the Butterfly Gala stamp set. I know you're probably all sick to death of seeing this stamp set, however I love it. Just look at the wonderful imagery you get. And you can make such adorable cards like this one, which is just a narrow notelet size in crumb cake and very little happening. So shall we get started? Let's move that out of the way. So as I said, the size of the card is a narrow notelet, which I've cut myself out of crumb cake cardstock. So that is a 12.8 by 11.4, and that's just folded at 6.4, like so. However, we're going to get some stamping done. So you can either stamp it like so, like this. However, I like to do it flat. And that way I know I'm going to get a good crisp image, even though I've got this slight little overhang here. If that is an issue for you, please feel free to create a mat. You could measure it 6 by 11 and that would fit perfectly just inside. So I'm bringing in my butterfly stamps, the larger one and the smaller one. These do come paired, however I've done some stamp surgery and just chopped them up. And I'm going to be stamping in Momentum ink. The reason for this is because we're going to be using blends. So the stamping blends with any other black ink kind of run and makes it look muddy. This way you get a perfect image in black and the colour doesn't bleed. So ink it up and stamp down. And I'm just stamping willy-nilly as I see fit, like so. And then taking the smaller one, and the smaller one's just going to be used to fill kind of the empty space. There. Okay. So with the stamp set, what you do get as well is the little centerpieces. Oh, mine just fell off. Bear with. There we go. So you do get the centerpieces, which you can ink up and just stamp down in the middle like so. And we'll do the little one. Oh. So, and then you also get the little antennae as well, which I'm just swapping over the blocks. So there you have the antennae. The smaller one. Pop them down. The larger one. Like so. So that's the stamping done for the background. So now you're going to want to colour that in. Apologies. So the colouring in is a therapeutic part for me. So I like to take my time, which is why I've already coloured the majority in using our stamping blends. And I'm just going to run through one quickly with you. So I'm using Blackberry Bliss Light and Dark, which are available separately as well as together. And I'm just going to start with the lightest one. And I'm going to use the pen end. And I'm just going to colour in this centre point very quickly, like so. So this isn't the way the blends were meant to be used. Alcohol markers are perfect for blending two colours together to get an ombre or shadow effect. This obviously isn't utilising them at their full potential. However, what they do is stand really well on coloured cardstock. So like we can see here, it stands off on its own. If you were to use any other markers, then it wouldn't necessarily stand out on its own as much as it is with the alcohol ones. So I do recommend purchasing the blends if you did want to stamp and colour on coloured cardstock like I am here. So just going back in, not being overly delicate, but still trying to keep it in the lines. Like so. And I'm just colouring the rest. So you'll notice as well, I'm leaving the little detailed dots on the end uncoloured. And the reason for that is I want to know where they are for the next little stage. So if you can, try not to fill them in if you were to be casing this card or doing something similar. So now that's all coloured in, I'm bringing in a white gel pen. Now there's plenty on the market. I recommend the Signo, Uniball Signo. I just think it's better. I have tried other on the high street such as Paper Chase, and they don't stand off as much. If you do find that it's not coming out, use your heat tool just on a little nib and it will help make it, well, it'll unstiffen it and you'll get a better flow. So with that in mind, I'm just going to quickly colour in these little dots with white, like so. I always recommend doing a circular motion as well, that way you get a good coverage, and if the white isn't running smoothly, this encourages it to do so, like so. So you can fold that in half, and there you have it. You can see how that white just helps lift the card off. And there we go. So onto the sentiment. I am using a stamp set called Strong and Beautiful, and in that you have this sentiment, which is to the woman who does it all with grace and wisdom. We all know a woman like that, don't we? And I've just got a piece of Whisper White cardstock and my Momentum ink. And I'm just going to stamp that down. I'm going to do it this way just so I know I've got enough room. Like so. How perfect has that stamped? I think I've surprised myself. Brilliant. So the punch that I'm using today, I'm just going to bring this in, slip this upside down, like so, and then punch. So I know I'm happy with where that's positioned. And just so it has something going on in the background, a little bit more. So when looking at this card, think background, middle ground, foreground. I want something in the middle ground just to help offset the whole card. So I've got a piece of Blackberry Bliss, I can't speak, Blackberry Bliss cardstock, and that measures 1.5 centimetres by 8.5 centimetres. And I'm only going to fishtail the end. Not fishtail, just cut at an angle. Move them to one side. And this is where I need my adhesives. So all I'm going to do is grab some of my foam adhesives, and because I'm frugal, I'm going to line that up like so and place a dimensional on the back. Like that, and that's going to hold the cardstock in place. While at the same time adhering that to our card base. Like so. And there you have today's card. I hope you enjoyed today's card. Why not like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and while you're here, pop into the description bar below where you can see a full list of the items used, as well as links to my online shop where you can purchase all the items for yourself. Why not also share it to your social media sites so everybody can see how super quick and easy it is to make such a wonderful card. I will see you around. Bye.